class, a second session of the week. We had a little hiccup with last time's session, but we're just going to keep moving forward. So this second session is very similar to the first session, which was from my first day week class. But anyway, a little bit the same and a little bit different. Again, just modifying, creating different versions of traditional exercises that we have been practicing in the Fab 5 as well as the first session. So today, just keeping in mind your breathing, right? Connection of your breathing with your movement, and also just keeping, control of every movement that you learn today. And we're going to go through this first series of exercises one at a time, and then we're going to go through a second time today. So this second time through, same thing, nothing different, just repeating. Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure that we are disconnected from any kind of, distractions, and we're here together, you and me, and we're going to go ahead and move on to a warm-up exercise. So just like last time, our chest expansion. So making sure that we're sitting up tall to start, arms are outstretched, and we're going to go ahead and hug that tree and scoop and inhale and exhale as we expand the chest and come back up to kneeling tall position. Okay, you should start to feel your spine start to warm up, your lumbar area, lower back area when you tilt those hips forward and scoop. You should feel that area limbering up as well. One more. All right, let's come on down for dynamic. So we're going to go dynamic first. So lead with your hands a little bit out away from you and your hips are down. And then you're going to come back and forward, hips down and back, hips back, head down. Consistent breathing. Remember, everything is in control, every movement slowed down. This will be our last one, and then up to cat and cow. Bring your hands in closer. We have our cow, and then we have our cat. So we're going to go ahead and exhale on the cat. And we're going to inhale this time on the cow. Tucking the hips up and under. One more. Good. All right, come on down to a seated position. So before we go down for our 100, we're going to warm up our hips with some seated hip circles. So sitting, hands up to our sides here. We're going to just slightly lean back and we're going to lift one leg up, keeping it bent, and we're just rotating in a circle. Nice, comfortable size circle. And then we're going to reverse that circle. Go the other direction. And switch legs. Elevate, circle, and reverse. Good. All right, we're going to come on down for our 100. Remember, anytime we go down to our backs, practicing the scooping. So go ahead and collapse the spine or lower back. And you're going to roll down, bring your knees with you. Knees are bent, arms outstretched, and go ahead and begin. Remember, 5 pumps for an inhale, 5 pumps for an exhale. All the while, you are scooping Pressing that back down into the mat, chin to chest. Shoulders are up off of the mat. Keeping count. I like to keep count on my fingers. So every time I do one complete breath, which is 5 pumps for an inhale, 5 pumps for an exhale, I drop a finger, which represents one total breath. And when you're done, go ahead and bring your feet down and your head down. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start the session. We're going to start with a modified single leg crunch. So we're going to bring our hands behind our neck, keeping one foot down on the floor. The other leg is going to be elevated, keeping that leg bent to start. So what's going to happen is I'm going to lift my head and shoulders up off of the mat as I pull my knee in, straight ahead. And then I'm going to extend my leg down, bring my head down, bring the knee in, lift my head and shoulders up. So it's a crunch. Nice and slow. Exhale as you lift and pull. Inhale at the bottom. Each time you lift your head and pull the leg in, I want you to practice pressing that low back down into the mat. One more. Good. Switch legs. Crunch. Last one. And rest that foot and rest that head. Arms down. Nice. Okay, so we'll go into double leg and we're going to modify this as well. So same idea. We're crunching, okay, as we extend both legs now. Okay, so go ahead and bring both knees in. Hands behind the neck. We're going to lift the head and shoulders and we're crunching here, pressing that low back down into the mat, exhaling, inhaling, extending those legs out, up, knees in. So we're not lowering the legs all the way, we're just extending out and up. One more. And feet down, and head down, and arms down. Nice job. Okay, bridges. So we've practiced bridges before. Remember, we're going to elevate the hips. At the top, we tighten the glutes, quads, hamstrings, back is stabilized, holding this position as we exhale, okay? We're going to lower and inhale. Here we go. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. And we'll go one more. Exhale up. And inhale down. Nice. Okay, so we're going to go into crisscross, and we're modifying this as well, and we are crunching, but we're going to use one leg at a time. So keeping one leg bent, I'm going to bring one knee in, hands behind my neck, and I'm going to go ahead and my crunch now is lifting and rotating, okay, towards that bent knee. I'm going to extend that leg, come back to center with the head down and the leg out, pull in, up, and rotate. So nice and slow. Inhale here, exhale. Slow. Press the rear, press the lower back down into the mat. Again, just very methodical about our movement, precise, controlled, easy pace. All right, switch legs. Knee in, up and rotate, out, exhale here, inhale down, exhale, lift and rotate, down, we'll go one more. Good. Leg down, head down. Nice. All right, we're going to go into double straight modified, and this is a little different from last time. Last time we bent our legs first, extended our legs out. This time we're going to lower the legs together, then bend our knees and extend up, okay? So go ahead and bring both legs up. We're going to go ahead and lift our head and shoulders up, hands behind our neck. From here, scooping, pressing that lower back down into the mat. I'm going to lower my legs, pull my knees in, extend my legs up. So I want to exhale here. Ready? Inhale at the top. Exhale. Last one. Good. Bend your knees, head down, hands over the top of the knees, and then gentle pull, knee hug. All right, so we are going to practice more of that modified roll up hold and roll down hold with bent knees. So go ahead and bring your feet to the floor. Arms are at your sides. Go ahead and extend your heels out away from you slightly. So again, like last time, head comes up, chin to chest. Shoulders come up, scooping. When we scoop, glutes and our nice deep inner pelvic floor muscles are squeezing and driving down into the mat as we're pulling up with those abdominals, okay? So we're just gonna hold at the top. Here we go, exhaling. And down. And up. And down. And up, and down, one more, and up, and down. Go ahead and roll to your side, push yourselves up, seated position for roll down holds. Same foot position here. All right, hands over knees. Flat back to start. Collapse the spine. Let go of the knees. Roll back and hold. We're still tightening the glutes. Come up top. We're still squeezing those inner pelvic floor muscles. Come back. Still scooping. Exhaling. Inhale at the top. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Last one here. Exhale back. Good. All right, sit up tall, legs extended. So strong posture here, right? So we push our rib cage forward. I'm gonna introduce a new exercise called spine twist. Arms are outstretched to our sides, and we are simply twisting in one direction, nice and slow, pressing this back arm back to open up our shoulders, keeping this other arm out in front, rotating back to center, other side, twist, press, back to center, breathing consistently, making sure we're maintaining posture, seated posture here. We'll go one more each side. Good. All right, back to center. So we're going to go ahead and lean back on our elbows like we did last time, okay? Go ahead and bend your knees. We're going to come back, hands behind us, and we're just going to come back onto our elbows here, okay? So this here, we have our single leg pulls. So I believe we did one leg at a time last time. We're actually going to practice this singles alternating, okay? So remember, abdomen and rib cage, we're lifting up tall, chest is tall, and from here, we're going to go ahead and bring one knee in and out and down, other knee in and out and down, in, out and down, in, out and down. Good. All right, now from here, I want you to go ahead and lift both knees up. And we're going to extend one leg out. Do not touch the mat. Other leg out. Control, keeping the rib cage tall. Consistent breathing. Last one. Good. Feet down. And we're going to go ahead and push our hands and push ourselves up into spine stretch. So go ahead and split the legs. Remember with spine stretch, we're trying to lead with the chest with a flat back over the top. Arms outstretched, exhale forward. Inhale as you pull your hands in, scooping, flat back up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Good. All right, go ahead and bring your legs together. Bend your knees. We're going to go into seated balance we're actually balancing on our tailbone here, okay? So go ahead and lift our feet up off of the floor. I'm going to go ahead and bring my hands over the top of my knees, okay? So from here, I want to make sure that I'm seated tall. So I need to push my abdomen forward for a flat back here. I'm going to extend my calves out parallel to the floor. And from here, I'm just going to drop one leg, bring it back up, drop the other leg, and bring it back up. That's all I'm doing. Holding, maintaining this balanced position here on my tailbone. Lower and breathe. Maintaining a flat back. Seated balance, leg drop. One more each leg. There's so many variations of this exercise to come. All right, feet down, legs in front, seated tall again. Now, last time we practiced mermaid with our legs to our side. This is actually mermaid with legs in front. So it's a side bend, essentially. So hands are out to the sides, sitting up tall. I'm just simply keeping my rear on the floor. I'm not transferring weight. So I am bringing my one arm over, sweeping over and bending slightly to the side, keeping my rear on the floor. Come back up and over and go other side, arm sweep, side bend. Maintaining posture and breathing, of course. Last one, each side. And then we'll knee hug to release that back before we turn over. So again, like last time I told you, we want to make sure we center ourselves and release some tension, fatigue in the lower back before we turn over, because we do a lot of back exercises on our tummy. Again, some of the same and then some different, okay? So not only are we practicing back exercises for increasing back strength, but we are also working upper body strength, okay? So planks, low planks, push-ups, and dynamic moves, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and turn over. So prone position on our tummies, trunk lifts. So last time we extended our arms out in front and we kept our legs down, right? So this time we're going to actually bring our arms out a little bit wide. So what's going to happen is I'm going to lift up, but I'm only going to hold my position on my hands now. See that? So my arms are bent, my arms are at my sides, my legs stay down, and I'm going to lift and press my pelvis down, tighten my glutes, and rest on my hands. Here we go. Exhale up and down. Inhale. Exhale up and down. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale down. Last one. Exhale up. Good. Inhale down. All right. Go ahead and bring your arms back to center, hands to center. We're going to rest our head, forehead on the back of our hands, and we're going to do some leg work. So now our head stays down, and we're working the legs. Last time we did single leg lifts. This time we're going to do double leg lifts. So again, when we lift the legs, I'm pressing my pelvis down into the mat, tightening my glutes, and breathing. Here we go. Exhale, lift both. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Last one. Exhale up. Inhale down. Nice. All right, go ahead and bring your hands outside your chest. We're going to do what's called a slow push-up, pull back. So I am going to push myself up, keeping my trunk nice and strong, and really pressing down into the mat as well as tightening my powerhouse, which is right my hips, my glutes, and my inner thighs, my quads. And I'm going to just make sure that I press up, keeping my trunk one unit, and then I'm going to come back like a low back, come forward, nice and easy down. So from the start all the way down, I'm going to exhale, push up, pull back, inhale, come down, exhale, exhale up and back. One more. And up and back. Good. All right, table position here. We're going to go into a low plank. Remember, low plank is on elbows, not on hands, which is high plank. Low plank leg lifts. So I'm going to go ahead and get in my position. Walk my hands out, forearms down, knees off the floor. Back is flat, hips are engaged. From here, I'm lifting one leg up, pulling it down, other leg up, pulling it down. Tighten my abdominal muscles, breathe. Tighten my glutes. Very much a strength move. One more each leg. Good. Knees down. Walk your hands back. Low back stretch. Arms behind you. Good. All right, kneeling tall. We practiced this last time as well. Those hip thrusts, right? We're going to add a move to the hip thrusts. So let's review hip thrusts. Arms come back, hips come back. So when I'm in this position, my back is flat, my abdominals are pulled in, and I'm resting back using my quads. Okay? Arms extend. From here, I pull my hips forward, my glutes are engaged, my abdominals are still engaged, and my arms come back. Okay? From here, we are going to add a move, and that is leaning slightly back, keeping my arms down at my sides. Okay, see that? One unit. I don't reach back with my shoulders. I lean back with my entire trunk. Okay, so my weight comes back because I'm allowing my legs to bend back and my trunk to come back. Okay, so that's all we're going to do. We're going to add a lean back. So hip thrusts, lean back, nice and controlled, slow, breathing consistently. Very methodical, every move, controlled, precise. One more. Good. All right, we're going to come down on our side. We're going to come all the way down. Hand behind, propped behind our head. So we did our leg lifts last time. So this time we're actually going to change it up a little bit. Leg pulls, yeah. Okay. So hand is still out in front of our hips here. Remember, we're pressing the hip down into the mat to connect and balance. And we're pulling in our abdominals so we're centered here. Okay? Leg pull. So instead of lifting the leg, we're actually going to pull the leg with the bent knee. Extend the leg out. Okay? All right, nice and strong in the hips, nice and strong in the leg muscles, and breathing consistently. Here we go. In and out. Keep the knee in line with the shoulder. So there's a slight opening in the hip, right? Because the knee comes up and over. One more. Good. All right, we're going to come up onto our elbow. I'm going to go ahead and bend my knees here. So this is called a reach over. So now we're really just focusing on our trunk and our upper body here. What's going to happen is I'm going to lift my hips up and push my hips forward. So I'm nice and flat here, okay? And when I do that, I'm going to reach over with my arms. So I'm going to start with my arm on top of my legs here. And it looks like this. Watch me. I'm lifting up, pushing forward, sweeping my arm over the top. Pull my hips back and down and my arm down, okay? Here we go, ready? Up. Remember to push the hips forward at the top. Down. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale down. One more. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. Let's switch sides for leg pulls. All the way down, hand props behind the neck. Hips connected, hand out in front. And here we go. Abdominals engaged, leg pulls. Consistent breathing. One more. Good. Up on your elbow, bend your knees, arm on your hip. Here we go. Side reach overs, hips up, hips pushed forward, arms sweep over. Exhale. One more. Good. Seated position. And we're going to start again. Okay, so we are at the top again of the workout, the beginning of the workout. We're going to repeat everything again, starting with our single leg crunch. And then we'll follow that with a double leg crunch. So go ahead and come on down, round it back. Bring the knees with you, okay? And go ahead and bring one foot down and keep this one leg up. Hands behind the neck. Lift the head and shoulders up. And start. Back down. Exhale. Inhale. Last one here, and we'll switch legs. Switch legs, crunch. Last one here. Foot down, head down, arms down, rest. So now double leg. Remember that we don't lower the legs completely parallel to the floor. We're just basically extending out and up, okay, because our head is down. So we don't want to do that parallel to the floor thing. All right, both knees in, head and shoulders up, hands behind your neck, knees are in, head down, legs out and up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And rest. Arms down, head down, feet down. Bridging, here we go. Hips up, lock it in here at the top. Back is stabilized, abs are engaged, glutes are engaged, legs are engaged, inner pelvic muscles are engaged even, and relax, bring it down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. One more. Bridge. Exhale up. Inhale down. Nice. Crisscross single leg work. Go ahead and bring one knee in. Head up. Hands behind the neck. Rotate towards that knee. And extend and bring it back to center. Keep the rear on the floor as you extend and as you rotate. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Again, slow and controlled. One more. Switch legs. Crunching over and out and up and over and out. One more. Good. Foot down, arms down, and head down. Next is our double straight, and we are lowering, pulling, and lifting, okay? So go ahead and bring both legs up, head and shoulders up, hands behind the neck. We're gonna go ahead and lower the legs, bend and pull, extend and up. Exhale, scooping, pressing the low back down as much as possible. Last one here. Good. Bend the knees, knee hug, rest the neck, pull gently on the knees. Release the knees. Feet down and away from us slightly. Arms outstretched, roll up, holds. Here we go. Exhale up. And down. Up. And down. So each time you lift up, you should really feel that connection of that low back to the mat, right? Really press down. Use it as leverage to pull yourself up eventually. Let's go one more. Good. Go ahead and roll to your side. Push yourselves up. Seated position. Flat back at the top, hands over knees. Collapse the spine, roll down, holds. Release the hands, roll back and hold. Exhale. Scooping. Lifting up. Inhale, flat back, down. Last one. Good. Legs extended, sitting up tall, arms out, spine twist. Here we go. Twist, exhale. Press that arm back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other direction. Last twist. Good. Arms down. All right, we're going to go ahead and bend our knees, lean back with our elbows, bring both knees with you. Lift the rib cage up. Now, from here, we are going to single leg kick. So out and in, out and in, or single leg stretch, not single leg kick. Breathing, keeping the rib cage tall. Last one each leg. Good. And we're going to roll forward, come into seated V, spine stretch. All right, bring our legs together, bend our knees, seated balance, sitting here on our tailbone. I'm gonna bring my hands over my knees, sitting up tall, flat back, parallel my legs to the mat, and drop and reach up, and up, drop and reach. So notice my trunk stays very still. I'm isolating the movement, just the legs and the arms. My trunk is static. So those postural muscles are holding me up, which means I'm strengthening my lumbar area as I practice this movement. Last movement for each leg here. Good. Feet down. Go ahead and extend those legs out in front. I want you to slightly bend the knees for mermaid. Sitting up tall, pushing that abdomen forward, right? Hands outstretched to our sides, down here, connected. And we're just going to side bend. Breathing. Constant movement. Last one here. And knee hug. Release your back. That means just round your back. So we're going to go ahead and turn over, and we're repeating the same exercises on our tummy. So we'll go with that wide arm set trunk lift. Okay, and then we'll go into those double leg lifts. All right, let's go ahead and turn over. Prone position. So remember that each time we lift and we come up onto our hands, we're pressing that pelvis down and engaging those glutes. Here we go. Ready? Up. Exhale. And down. Inhale. Exhale. Down. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Down, inhale, one more. Go ahead and fold your hands out in front. Double leg lift. Again, pressing the hips down, pelvis down as we lift both legs. Exhale. Here we go. Lift up. And down. Up. And down. Up. And down. And up. And down. Hands outside the chest. Slow push up into pull back. Remember, nice and strong in our trunk. Pull your abdominals in. Up. And back. Come all the way down. 1 unit. Exhale as you push up and back. Nice and strong through the chest and the trunk. No arching of the back. We'll go 1 more of these and finish at the top. Good. Let's go into low plank. Elbows down, knees up, leg lifts. Here we go. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Breathing. One more each leg. Knees down. Come on back for low back stretch. Bring your arms behind you. Release some stress of the arms, shoulders. All right, kneeling tall. So we are repeating the hip thrust into the lean back. 1 unit, right? Okay, consistent breathing. Here we go. Hip thrust, lean back. One more of these. Good. All right, come on down to your side. We have leg pulls all the way down. Hand out in front. Leg pulls. Here we go. Up and down. Press the hip down. Pull the abdominals in and hold. Breathe. One more here. And up on our elbow. Bend your knees, arm on hip, up and over. Push the hips forward as you reach over. One more. And we're going to switch sides. Knee pulls, or leg pulls, all the way down. Hand out in front. Here we go. Last one. On your elbow, bend your knees, arm on hip, side reach over. last one. Good. Seated position. All right, so we talked about accordions. We'll always end with accordions, hands on knees. Flat back at the top, head up. And then we're going to pull the head down as we collapse the spine and slightly lean back. Consistent, up and down. Up, inhale, and down. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more. Inhale, and exhale. Good. All right. Go ahead and bring your legs out in front of you. Our arm exercise today, they're called figure eights, okay? So we are creating the infinity symbol or an 8 symbol, and it's going to be parallel to the floor. So the arms are going to be out in front, okay? And I'm going to make the shape of an 8 with each arm coming towards each other and away from each other. When I go away, I'm going to flip my hands up, palms up. When I come forward, I'm going to dip and close my palms down. See that? So I'm rotating my shoulders down and out, keeping them chest height, strong arms, tall posture, breathing. Get a nice little shoulder burn here. And rest. All right, go ahead and front stretch forward. Release the back. And I'm going to bring one arm across diagonally as I lean forward. Other arm diagonally across the legs, lean forward. Good. All right, and go ahead and bend your knees. That's it for today, you guys. So, if you're viewing this and it's the end of the week, which would be the short week, our first week, you're going to look for that weekly connection, okay? If this is not, and it's next week because I had to unlock another session, then you have another session tomorrow. So good job today. Be proud of the work that you've done, and I will see you next time. Enjoy.